Good morning, people of the YouTube. I know you're probably like, what the heck? I thought this was a motorcycle channel, and you're in a cage. That's right. The reason for that is to make a quick stop at the grocery store, pick up some cash, pick up some stuff. Today's video will be on my way to the dealership where they are having a Hurricane Ian relief thing. So we're going to go participate in that. We're going to go donate some stuff. Should be a pretty good time. Maybe after that, might go for a ride, get some ride footage, talk about some other things that have happened. Unfortunately, I had 3 videos worth of footage from previous rides and topics that I wanted to talk about, but my dumbass erased them from my phone on accident. So apologize for that. I know it's been a while since I last posted, but I went on family vacation, came back, was the holiday week, short week, had to compress a bunch of work into a couple of days, and then the hurricane came. So been kind of a rough go the last couple of weeks. I'm just trying to get everything back on track and helping out the community down here in Southwest Florida, getting back to work too. So construction doesn't really stop, especially now. It's going to be a lot of rebuilding, so your boy's going to be even busier than he was before. But anyway, we'll go ahead and cut this here, and then the next time you see me, I'll be on the Challenger. Peace.
Okay, third attempt on this video. We got some damage here in the neighborhood. Not too much. Lost a couple of street signs. Bunch of trees. We live, I said, about 20 miles away from any real major thing of water. There's a river across the street. Those people on the other side of this main road here got it pretty bad with flooding. I had about a foot of water in my yard. Actually had some fish when the water receded. There were some dead fish in my yard. So it's a pretty crazy time, the hurricane. We didn't get the eye of the storm. We got probably the east and southeast corners of the eye wall. So we didn't get a break at any time in the storm. It was probably, I don't know, close to 9 or 10 hours because the storm was moving so slow, of just winds and all that stuff. And as you can see, I don't have the smartest people in my neighborhood either. But so yeah, my last video that I deleted kind of went over why I chose Indian over Harley, so I'll have to redo that video. Actually, you know what? I guess we can talk about that now. So my biggest issue when I was looking for a motorcycle, my very first bike was a 2002 Honda Shadow. Um, got it really cheap, wasn't in the best conditions. One of those left outside bikes. Um, so, but it got me, 6 months of practice. Then I kind of always wanted a cruiser. So I was looking at the Kawasaki Vulcan S, I think the name of it was. Anyway, long story short, ended up getting a Kawasaki Z900. Went sport bike, naked, whatever you want to call it. Great bike, fantastic bike, very easy to ride, light clutch, great throttle response, everything I could ask for. I would commute with that bike almost 2 hours one way. Bought some bags and stuff for it and extended windscreen. So, fantastic bike. Can't complain about it. I would definitely own another one from my experience with that. But long story short, the wife wanted to do some riding, so I was going on online research and didn't know much about Indians. So obviously Harleys are everywhere. Harley dealerships are everywhere. So I went to the local one here in Fort Myers. And as soon as you walk through the door, actually you don't even make it to the door. You got like sharks. They're just attacking. Like a used car dealership vibe is what I was getting at. And it was a horrible experience. They don't put the prices on their motorcycles. They don't want to let you test ride anything. They don't want you to do anything without signing all these papers and pre-credit check, and then they follow you around they got to be within 10 feet of you, I think the guy said, because he apologized. I was like, why are you following me around this store so closely? I want to look at some clothes. I've never been in this store before. Don't even know if I want to buy anything. And he explained to me that that's their store's policy thing. So all in all, it was a pretty horrible experience, to say the least. So ended up going back at one point, but I'll get back to that as another time. So started doing some research, found out about Indian, thanks to Salty and Sprinkles, Riding Fish, a couple of the other YouTubers that had Indian Challengers. Liked it, liked the from the factory stock condition power and performance of it. But they didn't have the one that I wanted. But I'm jumping ahead of myself. Anyway, went to Indian, ended up buying a Scout Icon, nice blue and silver paint job. Really, really nice bike. And while I had it for a while and put some miles on it and had stage 1 and all that good stuff on it, the styling of the bike, the full-size Scout, really isn't my thing. It's too classic looking, I guess, I would say. So they knew I wanted a Challenger eventually, because at that time I just wasn't financially able to get one. I've been blessed extremely since then. So anyway, had the bike for a while. Wife liked it, but the rear seat is really small, so couldn't go on too many long rides. It was just good for, bebopping around town and stuff. So they got some Challengers in. I'm like, I really want a white one. Never thought about a white bike until I started watching Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, all right. And one of the characters had a white Harley, and I was like, man, a white motorcycle looks really, really good. And I found out that they had a white Challenger. I was like, oh, there it is. That's the bike. Thanks to Riding Fish, actually, just seeing his bike, it was like love at first sight. So traded in that Scout for this bike, which I love. As you can see, I've put the mitered handlebars on it. I got the Tab Zombies. I have the Lloyd's Tune. I've put some undercarriage lights on it that are linked to the brakes and turn signals. They're just white, just to give me some more nighttime visibility. A couple other things I want to do to it. I want to get the tinted Clockworks windshield. Maybe some upgraded speakers. The speakers are pretty good, but just want something a little bit more, but I don't want saddlebag speakers. So, but anyway, after a while though, I started missing the Scout just for little trips. My driveway is pretty steep, and I'm short, 5'6", so I really can't back the Challenger down the driveway. I have to do like a 17-point turn in my garage, or I can pull it in and then back in, and it's maybe like a 12-point turn to get it out if I do it that way. So just depends on how I'm feeling. But either way, so I miss the easiness of the Scout. It just fits me really perfect. Not that the Challenger is not a great bike and stuff, but for short rides, it can be a pain in the butt to get in and out of the garage. So talked to the wife, and she's like, "Yeah, let's get another Scout. I want to learn how to ride." So we went. She picked everything out the way she wanted it. So we're still working on that aspect of it. So that's how I have the 22 Scout Bobber 20. It's really, I guess it's my bike because I'm the only one riding it now. But hopefully she'll get back to practicing now that some of this craziness is starting to die down, and it'll be her bike. So that's what I have now. So, and all in all, the dealership is really the key issue, not the bikes. There's Harleys that I like, the Fat Bob, the new Sportster S looks pretty cool. The Bronx. So it's nothing against Harley. It's just the way their dealerships are. I've been into a couple of them, and they're like all the same. Like, get that used car dealership vibe. And sometimes I just want to go and look at bikes and see what's out there, see some of the new bikes. Like, I want to check out the new Diablo, but I don't want to go through all that at the dealership, just to look at a bike. It's crazy. So it's like, what do you do, But so the moral of the story is that's probably the main reason, besides the fact that after doing my research, I just liked what you get from Indian stock versus the possibilities of having to spend, more money to get the performance I want, especially coming from a naked bike, almost a liter bike. It's 950 cc's, that Kawasaki Z900. So, but the guys at Stu's, where we're going today, that's my dealership. If you watch my last video, we went there as well for the 500-mile service on the Scout. So they're having a big thing for EN recovery. But they're such great guys, and I'm actually now friends with a lot of them. They called people after their hurricane to see if there was anything they could do for them, any of their customers. They're just a really amazing, like, small town, local dealership feeling that you get, even though that there's two of them. Um, what is going on with these people today, man? Oops, bad accident. Just get around all of them. It is really windy today. I don't know how well the audio is going to pick up doing this highway, driving in this wind. It's been really calm here lately after the storm passed. A bunch of beautiful weather. Yesterday, the wind started picking up a little bit, and now you can see the big American flag there doing its thing. I thought about taking the back roads, but run a little bit behind schedule due to having to stop at the store, so figured I'd take the highway. So I don't know, check out the audio. If it sucks, then I don't have the best audio as it is. This microphone with this 50C that I have is not the best. So we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, the dealership made the deciding factor for me, plain and simple. And the fact that they were able to give me the bike that I wanted made it even better. So this is definitely my forever bike. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. May do a few more upgrades and stuff to it, but as far as the bike goes itself, it's been fantastic. I know a lot of people have had issues with the Challenger, and I'm not going to say that I haven't. It's not been a bug-free experience. It's definitely little quirks that can be aggravating sometimes, but as long as you prepare yourself for them mentally ahead of time. So, with this ride command system, if you don't let it cycle all the way through and boot up the computer and everything else, you'll get some wild RPM ranges while it's idling for a little while. May die on you occasionally. I think it's only done that to me maybe 2 times. Of course, I had the bad battery like everybody else, but the second battery I got from them, I haven't had any issues with it. So, other than that, just I think the next biggest issue I've heard of is the windshield gear stripping out. I don't really move it that much up or down. See, I just raise it a couple inches when I'm on the highway. When I get in town, I'll lower it. That's about it. I don't put it all the way down. I don't put it all the way up. A little bit of research I've done, and maybe it's anecdotal, but that's what people seem to have the most problems when they just let it do the double tap up or the double tap down, and it goes full extension. It just seems to wear itself out more. Yeah, but other than that, alright guys, I'm going to finish this ride, listen to some music. We'll check back in once I get to the dealership. Peace.
Alright guys, welcome to Stu's. We're out here partying, having a good old time. Bunch of bikes here right now. I'm sure more people come soon. Just let me give you a look of the outside. There it is, Stu's Indian Triumph Zero. Got all kinds of bikes out of there. Beautiful red Victory there. These are some of their used bikes here for sale. Great place, great people, really, really helpful and generous. And then they even have these for rent out there, slingshots. Yeah, great place to be. So we can go over here, got it all set up for the food. So it's getting started. Let's take a quick trip inside. See what we got going on. We'll go take a walk around and see my Challenger.
There you go, your hands full.
Thank you. Here we go. Inside Stu's. All kinds of bikes. People hanging out. Got Challengers, Chieftains, Pursuits, some Rogues. Wonderful place to be. And you got the Triumphs over here.
This is like history.
Oh, they even got a couple zeros. Yeah. Alright guys, so that's the inside and outside of Stu's. It's getting our stuff together to donate. Like I said, Hurricane Ian relief. We're getting there. Going out and give you guys a walk around in my Challenger. Getting the food right. It's gonna pull up on that FTR. Alright guys, there she is. There's my baby. See, I got the mid-rise mitered handlebars. Tab zombies. Gotta have that. I was in the Air Force, so I did my time there. There she is. Alright guys, we'll check back in later. Peace. So my ride was interrupted by a call from some family and neighbors to help clean up. This is just one street and one neighborhood. So many crazy stories around here, so many things lost. So guys, ride footage probably be next time. We'll do some more talking about some other things. Just gonna keep helping out here and doing what I can. Peace.